Boston, for Jose Berrios, it was a season of adjustments. He is messed up with his arm slot machine. He tried a new sequencing. He worked to attack different ways. Its sensors have settled in various places. He moved from one side of the rubber to the other and vice versa. He looked for a coherent release point throughout, resembling the first line starter he was when he has it, and suffered immense damage when he does not. Let's have a little trip throughout his year. Here is what Berrios' delivery looked like on the day of opening. And here it is in June, after moving to the left side of the rubber. A month later, Berrios was back on the right side when he left Canada's Day. And finally, here is Berrios of the release of last weekend in the Bronx, where he withdrew 9 in 6.2 shots from a race, starting with his hands to the head, and keeping them there while he starts his delivery. This is the last wrinkle. One Berrios has been working with Blue Jays coach Pete Walker for some time, and now has used in matches. The idea is that Berrios moves more effectively in his delivery, taking a faster route to the ideal liberation point that escaped him all season. When it comes to throwing and hitting anything, really, less mobile parts, the better. Here is what the adjustments of the side-by-side with its delivery earlier this season look like, using May 11th from Berrios to the Yankee Stadium for the good of a coherent camera. It is simply a question of simplifying a little to try to obtain more coherence in its point of liberation, explains Walker. This is really his timing. When your hands move so much before the release, there is always a timing problem. And I think that affected him and his point of release on his rupture ball. And it's not only on the grid showing the point of liberation. It is when you get your grip, how you get your grip, how you feel with your arm. And I just think it seems to clean it a little. And we will see if it continues to work. The first yields on Wednesday in Fenway Park were not very conducive. Berrios worked around trouble during his first round, but could not have in the second, walking at Kike Hernandez on 6 throws before being burned by the Cordero franchise on a high ball high for a 2-point shot. The 27th circuit of the MLB. Berrios returned this in. But Berrios increased his level during the night, the runners of failing in the third and fourth with a timely pair of time.